racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside for Millsap. From deep three-point range, no luck. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Here's Durant. And it's good, assisting on the play with Nowitzki.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Irving's checked in for Butler.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Korver. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Paul's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so here are the West All-Stars. The drive by Paul. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Takes the 13-footer. Shot is off.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on what the East All-Stars are doing?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Irving is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second. With.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Lowry in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the West All-Stars, Aldridge comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Klay Thompson in for Kevin Durant. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
The East making a switch. Anthony's checked in. Curry's checked in for the West. Duncan with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Butler at the elbow. And Thompson sends it back. Kicks it out to James. That's a 2 from Butler. But they get it back. Bosh. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here's LeBron.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Got that one up quick. 7 points for James Harden.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
James against Curry. And the rejection by Harden. Duncan kicks to Harden. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Fellas. That two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Over to the wing. Outside Curry. For the three. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Here are the East All-Stars. And Butler, here we go. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh.
They're extremely lucky to have the lead here. They were bothered by the defense in the first quarter. It was harassing them a bit and threw them off rhythm. Shooting only around 25% from the field right now.
And they're running. Here's LeBron. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
It's Harden with the drive. Second chance shot, and Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Timeout called. East All-Stars.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
A big group substitution here for the East. Al Horford is checked in for Bosh. Gasol comes in for Anthony. John Wall's checked in for LeBron. And it's Teague in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Duncan. Durant comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James Harden. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the contest. Here's Butler. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The West All-Stars shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here. Here in the second.
And took it right into the teeth of the D and dropped it back for the jam.
Boy, I didn't see that one coming. Man, sweet look on the run there.
Now the East All-Stars with it. 3-point lead. Here's Wall, and Durant sends it back. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Gasol with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Wall. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. 1:31 left in the first half. And that one goes out of bounds. touch by Lillard.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem to be disorganized to me, guys. I mean, out of sync, no rhythm or flow.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court. You've got to do it as a unit. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
East All-Stars, Def Team.
1:03 left to play in the first half. And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. Here we go, one-on-one, and slam dunk by Butler.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
And Durant gets double-teamed. Passes to Thompson. From the arc. East grabs the miss. Wall dishes to Gasol. And here is Butler. He's got 8. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
No American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. Don't land with big brothers, bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. My style wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet, deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Bet your luck with sleep, go home, the biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the last comic standing. Making the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the back.